Roger, roger. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Today I want to talk to you about how to use General Skywalker and the 501st to beat Rey teams. Now, I don't think it's going to beat any really strong Rey teams. Let's just get that out of here, out of the possibility, out of the picture right away, because I don't think it is. I think that the stronger you make a Rey team, the more proof against the off-meta stuff you are going to be. However, with General Skywalker and the 501st, I think you could make a pretty credible run at most Rey teams if you approach it correctly. Now, this is not going to cover how you face the Rey Cat teams, which is actually a pretty strong counter on its own. I mean, maybe it's not strong, but there is methodology for it. But we're not going to go over that. We're just going to go against a pretty, I don't know, I guess you'd call it a generic Rey team. It's even maybe sub-generic. It's not a perfect comp, but it's run by an extremely well-modded Relic 9 opponent. So Relic 9 on Rey, and then the rest of the characters are well-modded and everything too. So before we jump in, just want to remind you guys that if you want to support the channel for free, all you've got to do is hit that thumbs up button or leave a comment in the comments area, trying to mount the algorithm, and I appreciate each and every one of you for your efforts in that regard. So let's jump into the actual footage, shall we? Whoa, we're in the footage. Madness. What? Okay. Here we go, guys. So the biggest thing, the really important thing, is controlling Rex's form up move. You don't want to use it right away, even though you want to do it right, like you want to click it right away. You feel like you want to do it. It's still something that you have to resist doing, because it's all about making sure that General Skywalker stands up in time so your entire team doesn't die. So you want to do that form up by Rex. Don't do it. Just resist. Don't do it, because eventually General Skywalker is going to be sat down, and once he is sat down, you need Rex to be able to give everyone a bunch of turn meters so that you're taking all the turns, not Rey and company. You don't want Rey to take turns. You don't want anyone to take turns. You just want all of your clones to take turns, and then Skywalker stands up, and then Rey eventually sits him back down again. So we're also just hanging out here waiting until Rex will eventually get Rexecute off and take people out as well. So you can see Rey is about into her ultimate, so that's fine. This is where you can do form ups to guarantee that you have enough turns in a row so that their guys don't get turns. So stand up and start hitting noobs, of course. Oh, got veteran Han. That was fancy of us. And so we're just waiting. The thing is, Whirlwind from Rey normally just auto-kills people, but because of Skywalker's rules, he can't be auto-killed that way. Not with massive damage. So he's kind of just safe a little bit, at least. He's safe until Rey gets another Whirlwind, which she just got because we got Holdo down to 50%. Then she got another Whirlwind, sits us down, and now we want to use form up as quickly as we can. And we also want to, this is very important, guys, because we don't have form up right away, right now, we don't want to get anyone to below 50%, because if we do, Rey will take a turn and Whirlwind us. We don't want her to Whirlwind us. We can't. Right now, we're vulnerable to Whirlwind. So we're just shooting her right now. We're shooting anyone who we aren't going to get to yellow. So now we stand up. Now we can actually do some damage. So I chose not to do the big AoE because I wanted to be able to eventually get another armor shred on Rey whenever we could. So remember, not using form up, and there we go. So Rex forwent it. Forgot she oh yeah. So Skywalker already had a bunch of turn meter at that point, so I decided to just save the form up. And we're just waiting. We only have 2 more minutes left, of course, but this still works. So she does her ult. we can take down someone. I took down Holdo there because there was foresight on Finn in the back. Or whoever it is. That's not Finn. That's some Wookiee. And so we need form up again here because we don't want... If we get that Wookiee down to 60% health or 50% health, whatever, then Rey might end up getting another whirlwind. We don't want that. So there we are. She got another whirlwind, and that pretty scary because she got her ult right away. But if it had been just a little bit off, she would have. Well, I don't know if she would have done whirlwind there actually, but. Eventually, we can just do the AO or the big hit from Rex and finish the job. And this is a pretty nice counter, guys. I mean, you don't get perfect banners. Obviously, you're gonna always drop 5 minimum, unless I guess you could maybe finagle it so that you get your full protection from General Skywalker. But that's luck. That's just RNG. There's not really a way to guarantee that it happens. But that's essentially it, guys. We can rewind for just a little bit here, and we gotta get our money's worth, right? So I think that form up, guys. That's it. That's all it is. Remember, this is Relic 9 Rey, Relic 9, and I mean I've done this quite a few times at this point. The really scary sticking points are when you don't have, like when you're facing the full like Finn Poe team. I've beat that team before with General Skywalker. I need to take a video of it actually, but it's far more problematic. They sit you down way faster, and you can't really keep up as easily. You have to have a very well modded, very very fast team, and sometimes that's not even enough. So people have asked me if this comp actually beats Rey comps, or Jedi training Rey comps, like comps with Jedi training Rey, and I usually tell them like, well, it gets dicey because there's a lot more turn meter on that team. There's a lot more. There's ability blocks. There's days. All kinds of stuff. A lot more foresight going around. It's a big mess. You can time out. That's a threat. So this is mostly reserved for the either the very desperate people out there or the potentially the people who I don't even know what to. It's for the desperate or for the people who are extremely well modded and well endowed. So, alright guys, we had 8 minutes, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails. And by the way, the reason we need to get to 8 minutes is because YouTube sometimes puts ads into videos, like way too many ads, if I let them... if I go under 8 minutes. 8 minutes is when I start having control over where the ads go and how many I have, so that's why we do 8 minutes, just for those of you who are curious. I know maybe some people will see it as a money grab, but YouTube can put 3 ads or 4 ads into this size of video on their own, and then I get blamed for it. So instead, we're going to do 1 ad in the very middle and call it good. Alright guys, take care.